Oh no, I thought I was going to be out of shot then. Hang on. You didn't see nothing. There we go. Bloody idiot. Right, what am I doing? Come on, imposter Dan. Get out of here. Oh, it's gonna be one of those days. Poppy, provide context.
We're getting married, and I got that because he's gonna be like damn 4.0. That's what it's gonna look like.
That's a terrible explanation. Allow me. Poppy had a party thing the other day with her friends, and it's like a bridal thing or something because we're getting married. And she got a blow up ginger for some reason. I don't know why.
It looks like you. It had the ear tunnel.
It's got the ear tunnels. It's got the beard.
Yeah, ginger.
Not quite as good looking, but that's fine. Oh, hang on. He's got abs.
Damn 4.0.
Damn it. He's got me beat there. Got me beat with the abs. Anyway, you go over there. We've got serious work to do. All right. Cheers, everyone. Happy Friday. All right. I'm absolutely exhausted. So let's see if we can create some energy. Which headphones do I want to wear? I think the cat has done something to my headphone wires, become like it's kind of weird. I think the cat was sat on it earlier on. Right. Adobe Fresco today. This is going to be interesting. Let me know. Hopefully you can hear me, see the screen.
You're very dark.
I am very dark, yes. I mean, I could let himself up a little bit. Hang on. All right.
Too moody, Pokemon.
Too moody. All right, don't you worry. Crank the light up a little bit. There we go. That a bit better. Oh, actually, that's way better. Actually, God dear me. Call yourself a YouTuber, Dan. That's lighting 101. Goodness me. Right. Let's get some music on the go. Dee. I spent 3 hours yesterday losing a drawing and trying to open Fresco on my desktop. On my desktop Illustrator. I'm not sorted yet. On my desktop Illustrator. What does that mean? Fresco's not a desktop app, is it? I think it's only on the iPad. I think. Yeah. And it should sync between Photoshop. So Photoshop and Fresco, you can live sync cloud documents. Fresco, right, okay. So Adobe Fresco is a painting and drawing app. So it's got a lot of tools that will seem familiar if you've used Photoshop. I didn't know until someone from Adobe told me the other day that it's free. I don't know how long it's been free for, but that's pretty cool. And something else that I was told was that it went a UI redesign recently. And I've seen a few people that aren't sold on the UI design, like the new one. But because I think I might have opened it once, like a year ago, and looked at it and gone, well, cool. I've got no idea what the actual original UI looked like. So I'm coming in fresh, and to me, this is very intuitive and feels very familiar. So I had a 30-minute play around earlier on. I think I've got a handle on how to use most of it. Like I say, it's pretty intuitive. But we're going to see, because some of the brush settings are a bit different to what you've probably seen me do in Photoshop. So this time, rather than use Illustrator and Photoshop and do the whole drawing thing that way, we're going to just draw it all in Fresco. And if you enjoy doing this, you can do this exact same thing in Photoshop as well. So yeah, what made you think of using Fresco? I just really wanted to give it a go. I wanted to this like doing the Jolteon and the Charmander, those Pokemon things. For me, they were like level one. That was like me dipping my toe into wow, yeah, digital painting, like all that stuff, shading, lighting. This is like level two now. No Illustrator, no line work. We're just going straight in and building it up from scratch. So there's part of me that's actually no, I'm not really nervous because I think I can do this. I'm feeling pretty confident, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah, pretty much, Kea. I think it's kind of their answer to that. So, but it feels more familiar to Photoshop. It feels very familiar to Photoshop, and there's a couple of things that I think set this apart. One of them is, I don't know what it's called actually. I'm looking at it here. It's this. I'll touch it there. Pose. There you go. So you can it's almost like an advanced version of Puppet Warp in Photoshop. You can bend and pose things. And I've got no idea how it works, but over here, there's a motion thing as well. So you can add motion, but that's level 20. I'm not there yet. Yeah, kind of a little bit. Yeah. The UI and all this stuff, like you can probably see at the top here. You got brushes, eraser tool, smudge tool, selection tool. You got your lasso, magic wand. These are all tools that are in Photoshop. So if you can use Photoshop and you can just take a minute to get used to the UI here. So, you click on this and you've got your flow. This is your smoothing, brush settings down here. So it's very, very similar, but everything's just in a different place. Layers obviously behave a bit differently. Properties. Yeah, so once you get your head around where layers, properties, and your brush settings are, it's not too bad. Never heard of it. Yeah, I know. I'd love to know how many people have either not heard of it or didn't even realize it was free. You can create simple animations. Yeah. You can do this. Thank you, Andrea. I think so. I'm going to do a Bulbasaur today because I feel like that's not too complicated and I should be able to do it. So we're going to dive in. And if anyone does want to have a go, then go grab your iPad, go and download Fresco and go crazy. Right. We need some music. Got whiskey. Very nice. Oh, what do I want to listen to? What do I want to listen to? I feel like I want to listen to some cello music. Does anyone play the cello? I've been thinking of learning it randomly, and I would love some advice from anyone who plays the cello. Okay, right, off we go. So I've got my Bulbasaur trace in here. This is just a JPEG off the internet with a blending mode. So I'm not gonna do the line work like I did in Illustrator. First of all, actually, I need my picture. I've got a reference image up. There we go. So I guess if we're skipping the line work and we're going to go straight to blocking and color, that's the first thing, right? So let's go and grab. I think I might be quite slow at first, but I'm sure I'll get a bit faster. Where's my default brushes? Hang on, it's not a good start, is it? Basic, yes, that's what I want. We don't need no fancy brushes for this. Let's go grab hard round and color picker up here. So I'm kind of looking at the screen. So Bulbasaur is sort of this kind of color. Oh, that's no good. Why is that so low? Ah, layer opacity. Ah, right. I forgot to make a new layer. Goodness me, Dan. Yeah, another reason why I want to do this as well is I think by the end of the stream I'll be whizzing around this It's just very, very new. There we go. Well done. It's a bit too saturated. Shit, I'm used to using... I've got my hand on the MacBook Pro. Come on, Dan, we're not using that. There we go. So that's the main body color, and then he's got his little seed pod thing, which is like a lighter green. That's probably a bit too light, isn't it? I got to keep my hand off the laptop. Right, and then we're gonna... Can we eyedrop at all? That? There we go. So we're gonna go and grab a couple darker shades. Go another one. Darker. This is going to be useful for the shadows. It's just going to give me a little bit more to play around with. And highlights as well. Slide the hue a tiny bit. There we go. And then we've got the green. So I'm just sampling all these colors up front because I know I'm going to use them. And then we got his tongue. That's a pink. Very nice. There we go. And we got his eyes. They're a bit more kind of reddish. A bit like that. And then we're going to have to shade his eyes and his tongue. So let's grab a dark one there. And that, along with white, should be enough for now. So selection tools in the middle. We're going to just squish that down. And what we're doing, we're going to lock these layers. So lock the layer. So everything's now locked. Then we can create a new layer. Ooh, how do I move? Ah, there we go. Click and hold. Right, got the brush. So we want the hard brush. No spacing. It should look like this. No, I need to move the laptop out of the way. I've got this habit of moving my hands to it. Okay, and we want smoothing as well. So I could crank the smoothing up. This is going to help get everything nice and smooth because we've got no illustrator today. So I'm going to go for that main, this color, the body color, I think. Maybe a bit smaller. Yeah, a lot of this, I think we want to just do it in one go. Oh, let's turn my screen recorder on as well. All right. Yeah, so all of this is the same color. So for now, let's just brush over this. There's a little leg back there as well. Let's try that again. There we go. If anyone's got any questions about Fresco as we go through this, just give me a shout and I will try and answer. There is a 56% chance that I don't have the answer. This is one bit that's quite hard, is getting the line work nice and smooth. I think if you can get it in one go, first of all, like this, you see there, I just did it in one motion, you're gonna get it naturally a bit smoother. So like around here, my hand is it's sticking on the tablet, which is a bit annoying. There we go. So we're just going to try and get the line work really smooth. And what else we got? We've got a little bit there as well. We should do that. And then we've got his little seedy thing. Now I've got to do all this on separate layers, which will be useful for clipping masks in a bit. This one here. And we're going to go start up here and go all the way down. It's awful. Let's just color that one in. And then move that layer underneath. There we go. It's a great start. And what else have we got? In fact, you know what I should be doing, really? I should move the trace to the top. This is going to help me really refine this. So let's make sure I get all this in the right place. Just getting used to. The main thing with a pen display is you can see where your cursor is, but with this you can't. I'm such a perfectionist as well with like getting all the lines smooth that because I can't see the cursor, sort of using it blind a little bit more. Because in Photoshop you can see how big the brush is. Maybe I need to try and stop being such a perfectionist. It's very difficult when you're so used to a tool set that gives you like perfectly clean lines. Okay. Then what do we got next? We're going to do the, well, first of all, new layer. Get the eyes in. Oh, sorry. I missed my chat wasn't scrolling down then. I didn't realize everyone was talking. Do you think we could have a series where we try and create the same design on the worst possible app? Why would we do that? Unless you want to. It's good if you want to learn an app. You force yourself to use it. Download it straight away. Oh, nice care. Oh, okay, Raquel. Oh, hope she feels better. Hey, Kerry, you gotta get close to your pen display. Yeah, my hand is like sticking to the screen. I've not got. Have you got? Did you get one of those artist gloves with yours, Kerry? I got one with mine. I just never really used them. I could never. Oops. I could never really get to grips with, because you have to stick your like these two fingers into like the sleeve, right? But then it makes me. I don't like my fingers being like enclosed like that. I like my fingers and everything to be free. So I just couldn't wear it. I was like, ugh. It just makes me wanna. My fingers wanna escape out of it. But it's good for this sort of situation because then they don't stick to the damn the damn screen. I don't know actually. This is a whiskey that my friend Liam got me. I don't actually. I can't remember the name of it. It was one that I've never had nor heard of before, and we took it out of the bottle, and it's in like a big decanter. So I don't actually know which one it was. Yeah, I love how you can do this. It's nice being able to just do this sort of, two fingers and rotate the screen. It's really cool. Honestly, if you're using Photoshop already, you're going to find a lot of this very familiar. And the thing as well, actually, is that a lot of the skills that I'm using now and the techniques and things, they are very transferable. So if you do photo manipulation, a lot of these things do translate, about doing shadows, highlights, all that sort of stuff. The hell is that? Why is that a different color? Is it got some sort of... Hang on, let's sample the original. There we go. Can't go wrong now. And now it's not drawing anything. What have I done? Oh, of course. Layer on top. It's very similar, but it just takes a little bit of getting used to. Right, now we're gonna add a new layer. We're gonna sample the red color for the eyes. But this one, we're gonna click this icon here on the right. I don't know if you can really see me tapping that. Hopefully you can see me tapping it on the right hand side. That's the clipping mask shortcut. So it's like right there front and center, which is really good. So now I can just freely draw this, and it's not going to go outside of the lines, which is amazing. So another crack at that first one. This is cool as well, actually, because you could start sketching out an idea for something on Fresco, then cloud sync it to Photoshop, and then do your photo manipulation or whatever there. Right. Now we need another layer. We're going to do his feet. So nice small brush. His little claws. Okay, we've got another one there. Another one like this. Yeah, doing it in one stroke is much easier to get like a smooth start and end point. Maybe it's just practice. Maybe I'll get used to it. Ah, we got one just sticking out there. I see you. You cheeky little toenail. Oh yeah. Being able to see the cursor on a pen display is really it really makes a difference. And then we're going to go another new layer. I'm going to grab that pink. We've got to do his mouth now. So what we're gonna do, start from here. That was awful. Let's try that again. Nope. It's the shading bit I'm looking forward to. Yeah, I'd have to see how you find this care. Oh, something worth mentioning as well is obviously I'm using the basic solid brushes, but they've got like amazing real world paint simulation brushes. Um, I think it's watercolor, like gouache, all that stuff, and the paint behaves in like a realistic way, and it feels wet and it like blends together. It's insane. I remember seeing it 8 years ago when they first announced it, and it was like, what the hell? And that was years ago. Yeah, it was insane back then. So, I don't know. I'm sure there's other apps and things as well, but I think this one's like amazing for digital painting. Right, now I'm going to do another layer. And we've got those like bits on his body, whatever they are. So we'll grab the screen here. Let's quickly smash these in. Yeah, I wonder if I can just... it sort of does, but then it leaves a bit of a halo around the edge. To be perfectly honest as well, I quite like manually brushing a lot of stuff. It's just quite nice to do. Ah, this is going to be a clipping mask now, so I can then just do this. Got one up here. There's a tiny delay with the smoothing as well. So if you do crank the smoothing up, it does have like a little bit of input delay. But it's a good trade-off to get this level of smoothness with no skill. Dee 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 dee. Just gonna have to let go of some of that perfection, I think. Right, what else are we missing, Ginger? Let's try and at least get this as close as we can. Ah, your post is coming Monday. Nice. Oh yeah, man. 100% you got to show us. Right. There's one part of this that's going to be really hard. And this is the gaps and the lines and the creases. But let's not worry about that now. Right, I think it's looking pretty good. I could spend all day obsessing over getting the curves perfect, but I think that's just a waste of time. Right, let's give him some eyes. The fuck?
Yo.
I'm being attacked.
Myself.
I'm like, what's she doing, Kerry? What's she doing? Okay, we got his teeth as well. It's got some little teeth in there. Oops, not that big, but well, quite little. Right, I think that's it for that. Now we have to hide the layer and the hard bit starts. Right, and I'm working from a 2D cartoon here as well. So these bits here, I think I'm going to have to merge them. Or group them. And then I can make a new layer and clip that. Yeah, there we go. So when I do my shadows and highlights, it's going to go over all of the main body stuff. Let's try the dark one first. This might be a bit too dark, but we'll see. So now we've got to switch the brush to something big. 0 hardness. I found that I don't muck around with the flow too much because you can sort of shade a bit softer, at least. Oh, hang on, I've got to no, choose the right brush. This one. This one here. There you go. So you see a nice slow build up, or just press really hard. So it's a bit different to Photoshop, where you've got to like actually adjust the flow quite a lot. So for this one, I should be able to just build this up, this bit here. Oh yeah, his face is going to be quite hard, I think. There we go. So that's like the mouth, and then this goes down there. And we've got that bit going across there. Right. Yeah, a lot of it's figuring out the right brush settings as well. So all on the same layer too, so if I muck something up, I'm going to cut into the shading I've already done. Let's just try and very carefully go around here. There we go. That soft brush is going to make rubbing things out a bit easier. Right, what else we got? Got his ear here. Well, we're getting there. Sort of. It's a bit messy down here, but at least we can use the eraser tool to dial it back and then have another crack at it. And even this is actually like just to dish out a little bit of self-praise. Doing this all on one layer, all this shading. So normally I'm in Photoshop and I can just make multiple layers. And you can do that here, but I seem to just be just going for it, which is a lot harder. And then we can have some shadowing in between the feet, claw, paw things. How many is it now, Andrea? How much have you had? We got the eye as well. Yeah, it's these details. This is what I find really hard. It's how to, in this sort of 3D style, it's the more linear details in a style that's not really linear. So like eyebrow creases, mouth creases, that sort of stuff. In fact, let's do that on a separate layer. because this is the sort of thing that I'm gonna have to refine. So we've got a little one there. And one over here. Yeah, these ones up here as well. And then for the tongue, we're going to sample darker color. Let's go a bit darker into the corners. Is that 2 glasses or is it 2 bottles? Right, let's have a go at the seed thing on his back. Because there's 3 kind of parts to that. So let's put in the lines first. So at least I know where each one is. So it's kind of, no. Something like that. It's drawn a bit better. Let's try again. And then this one. Okay, why am I finding this so hard? There we go. We'll go with that. Right, so we've got some lines in there, at least. Then we'll go a bit bigger. And we'll just start shading this in. I've put these lines in a little bit too hard. If I try and erase them now, it's gonna go over everything. Let's do a new layer for the shading. There we go. Bring them down a bit. And then we can get the shading in around them. Well, that's not too bad actually. I was being a bit critical then, but that's okay. I think I just have to accept it's not going to be as tight as what I can do in Illustrator and Photoshop, but that's not what I'm practicing here. I just have to try and not make that comparison. This is practicing just, I guess, I don't know, brush skill, just using more, I don't know, traditionally artistic tools rather than relying on something like Illustrator to give me that advantage, which is good. It's good practice. Yeah, it's like this bit here as well for the lip. So I'm gonna have to go across the top here. And then this should be like a highlight. So we're going to go and grab this one here. Let's see if I can get this looking decent. Yeah, not too bad. This one. Yeah, it definitely makes things easier having it on separate layers. So then we can maybe go over some of that. Not really done any highlights yet either. Let's go and throw some highlights in because that will instantly make things look really cool. It's not too bad. I got to start cutting myself some slack. It's really not that bad. And Christ, if I could do this, anyone could do this. Like what I'm doing here is not technically difficult. What I was typing out the Fresco export to Illustrator, setting the top right. Oh, sorry, right. So Fresco connects to Illustrator as well as Photoshop. Oh, thank you. Yeah, see, I didn't even know that. That's interesting. I've tried it with Photoshop and you can go backwards and forwards, which is amazing. Right, where's my feet layer? Feet? Where's the where's the damn feet? There we are. Right, we'll just shade these now. So we'll just go for like a dark color like this. Getting the right brush size is tricky as well. That makes a big difference. And you can see when I muck the shading up, you just do it. You just go back and do it again. So I'm just trying to brush in these nails, claws, whatever they are, one at a time. Everything looks very flat until you add shading around the entire outside edge. This is like a photo manipulation thing as well. You can make such a massive difference. So I'm just going around the outer edge to make it look more three-dimensional. Shading in this half here. So this is where the shadow is. This is where the light is. So I'm just going to then go around this side a bit more. And then you can see it leaves that little highlight right there. And it just gives the whole thing like a bit of depth. Flat. That's pretty quick as well. It's amazing how much of a difference it makes. The feet look a bit strange. I've copied the trace for the most part. They look a bit odd, but I might have to come back to that. So more shadows. Yeah, let's add a new layer. I'm trying not to add too many layers because I can't see the names. So I can really easily confuse myself. But yeah, this does need more shadows. So like around here. Let's go even darker. Mm. I need if anyone's got any tips. Some of the obviously the brushing's very scrappy and inconsistent in terms of its opacity in places. Is there like a blur tool or a blend or something I can use just to this bit in particular around here? It's all a bit smushy. Right, let's jump to um oh dear, missed a few bits here. It's very scrappy. Let's do his teeth. Aha! Ah, you can change it. That's so good. Look, change his expression. God, it looks even cheekier there, like he's just done something naughty. Yeah, we'll do his teeth now. Oh, nice care. I cannot wait to see what you make with that. Or even just actually how you find it as well. I think that's the real thing, is to see how someone who is an actual artist finds it. Like that translation from what is it, real to digital. That would be interesting. Oh, bugger, where's his eye gone? His eyes. There we go. Okay, this can be a bit tricky. So I'm gonna have to shade around all of the eyes, including the whites. Hmm. Yeah, not too bad. Highlights on his little green bulb thing. What's this one? Oh, cheers. Cheers, dude. Nice, colourful Pokemon. Depends if you want a hard Pokemon or a... You can have a go at this, Care. Something that doesn't have fur is a good, easier starting one. That's why I changed this. I think some of the simplest ones to do any of this digital stuff is probably going to be like a Voltorb, Electrode, or a Jigglypuff. A Jigglypuff would be a pretty straightforward one. But yeah, I would probably avoid fur. Anything with like fire on its tail, like a Charmander, unless you can paint fur. But I started with the Charmander, and then once I'd done the Charmander, it was like, oh, okay, that turned out all right. Let's try a Jolteon, and it sort of kind of went from there, really, sort of build my confidence up. Can't remember what's on what layer now. Do you know, I've totally forgotten what layers are what now, so I'm just gonna have to just go for it, I think. Oh, you can paint fur? Oh, Yeah, I think you'll find this infinitely easier than me. Hmm. Which Pokemon are you? Oh my god. Gotta link that in the Discord. Yeah, the biggest thing with this technique, KO, is only two things really. Make your layer and paint your solid base color in, then add a new layer, clip it with a clipping mask to that layer below, and then paint your shadows on one, the highlights on another. And then when you're brushing in your shadows and highlights, because it's clipped to that base layer, it never goes out of the lines or whatever. Yeah, that's what I've been trying to do. This bit here that I just did. Whatever comes out is what I'm gonna make. Well, I think that's good then because as well you've got a personal tie to it. So if it is something that's tricky and quite hard, you could say, well, that's the Pokemon I am, so just got to go for it. That would be your motivation to push through. Little tongue highlight there. Yeah. This needs some more shading for sure. Around here, I think. The mouth on my Jolteon looked really bad until I did a second pass, so then I managed to make it look way better. So we can add layer masks as well. How do I do that? So I've got a folder here. How do I add a layer mask? Oh, can you not add a layer mask on a folder? Ah, you can double click to go in it. That's cool. So we'll add an empty mask. I think you can swipe. Yeah, there you go. And you don't use black and white in this. You just choose whether you want to hide or reveal. So hide, reveal. Which means you've got to muck around changing colours to black and white, which is nice. Right. Let's go and make some of this make sense. You really do have to remember what is on what layer. There we go. Just cleaning that up. I'm offended by this outcome. I want to see what Pokemon I am. Okay, hang on. There's a link if anyone wants to find out. Okay. Yeah, okay. Question 2. How do you handle a big problem? Okay. What's your biggest strength? Yeah, staying calm under pressure, 100%. If you were a Pokemon move, what would you be? Oh my goodness. These questions are very random. I've got my Pokemon. You got Pikachu. Okay, Psyduck. Guess what I got? I wonder how many Pokemon are in the quiz. I wonder if it's got all of them. Poppy, guess what Pokemon I got?
Spider.
No, okay, I got Psyduck. Andrea got Pikachu.
Charmander.
Yeah, I got Charmander. I become a dragon.
On what?
It's a thing in the chat. You have to answer 10 questions and it tells you what your Pokemon is.
Okay. Let's see. Wait, can I try it?
Psyduck, yeah, we'll do it later. Psyduck's, we'll do it on Mummy's computer. Psyduck's not that difficult to draw, I don't think, as well. Cha-cha, Charmander. Right, so I think this is looking all right. Not entirely sure what my expectations were, to be honest with you, but and this is a lot harder. If I was doing this in Photoshop, I would definitely find this a bit easier. But if I can do this now in Fresco, then Photoshop will be a doddle. A doddle. We need some shadows. Some feet shadows. So let's grab black. We're going to do this. Not like that. Just got. I think once you figure out the right brush settings as well, it's just switching between a few different settings. Yeah, that's not the right brush, is it, Dan? Spacing, hardness, bigger. There we go. That feels weird. Where's the brush? Should be softer than that. Do. Ah, oops. I mucked around with the spacing. Yeah, there we go. Hard brush, you want your spacing all the way down. But for a soft brush, a little bit higher, I think. So I'm just going to try and rough in where the shadows would even go. That's the first part. Yeah, so the light is coming from this direction. I just decided that at some point. So that looks obviously complete. Of course you are. Of course you're a Jigglypuff. Why is my flip's sake, I'm changing the wrong setting. Of course you're a Jigglypuff. That's creepy. Please never do that again. So we'll do that as first pass on the shadow. We'll do a new layer. Then we've got to do like the contact shadows of where Monsieur Bobasaur actually connects to the ground. So these are going to be a bit harder, a bit more pronounced, and sort of a lot closer to where he connects to the floor. I wonder if you can Blur. I don't know if it's got like blur effects or anything. Yeah, that's alright. It's not too shabby, son. And if it is too pronounced, it's pretty easy. What you can do is then just grab the layer and just dial it back a little bit. And then we'll grab the other one and just dial that back. And it's not bad for improvised shadows, I think. Identify as a Psyduck and a Pikachu.
I know.
What other things have you got in here? I wonder. I'm just going to see. I'm going to have a look, Kaya, because I want to see if there's. I'm using really basic brushes. Where's all the crazy live brushes? This is the stuff I was on about. Yeah, oil and watercolor. Yeah, look at that. And then what was the other one? Oil. So let's try oil paint short. So like a nice red. But then watch this. If I go and mix it with a yellow. See the way the colours mix? It's just insane. That is so cool.
Either camping, puzzle one, or swimming.
And it's free. It's just nuts. Maybe I should have painted the whole thing with oils.
Okay, is probably on.
Yeah, I mean some of these, they are insane. They are really cool. Not even looked at all this stuff. Oh yeah, these are some of my brushes I got in my library. What's this one? Whoa.
Dan,
Yeah.
Leo got Squirtle.
Ha! He's definitely a Squirtle. I don't know why I said that like an insult. Ha! Take that. Yeah, it's amazing. Live brushes there. Yeah. You've got pixel brushes, which is what I've been using. That's like your standard Photoshop ones. Live brushes, which are the insane ones. Vector brushes as well, so you can do vector stuff if you want. And then these are my brush libraries that I've got installed. These epic ones, by the way, if you pause it and search for them, they're free Adobe brush libraries, and they got some wicked textures and stuff. I think it's looking all right. Obviously, there'd be a million things I could fix about it, but all things considered, I think it's turned out okay. Maybe let's. Oh crap! What have I done? Hang on. Back to my basic brush. Where are you? We will get back to doing some design stuff soon as well. I know the last few weeks we've been doing the lots of artsy fartsy stuff, which is great, but I'm sure some people want a bit of design as well. Oh yeah, part of the challenge here is just finding the right brush. What if I do drop the flow? Does that help? Oh, that does help actually. It's just like a bit more extreme than on Photoshop. Yeah, that definitely makes some of those details come up a bit more. Yeah, it's all right. There's a lot of smudginess going on around this area here. Some of this shadowing actually seems too harsh. So what I could actually do is probably go around and dial some of that back, which would fix some of those issues. Bring you down a little bit. And maybe just bring this one down a pinch as well. So it's not too shadowy, and this one, it just makes everything less shadow heavy. The mouth looks a bit strange as well. And let's go for this hard brush. And we'll take that and we will drop it down a bit. It's just like the photo manipulation stuff. It's just like lots of rebalancing and tweaking. Finding the right brush size is quite tricky. Yeah, not sure that we'll be able to help you with that, friend. 1 a.m. My goodness. Right, what are we doing? What are we doing? Let's do a little bit more just on the bottom here. Because if you're going to have like shadows on the bottom, then you have to have the part that is in contact with the floor or the surface a bit darker as well. Otherwise the shadows just looks weird. There's a disconnect. So just that little bit there just makes a big difference. Connecting the thing to the floor. The only thing I'm not loving is the eyes, and I feel like it's weird because they're red and white. It's very odd for eyes, but we might be able to splash in like a bit of a little bit of that highlight, little glint. Right, and if we then, where's me palette? Let's turn that off. I think ultimately that is the finished Bulbasaur on iPad. Oh, which is all right for 2 hours. I'll take that. Oh, thank you, Andrea. Yeah, it turned out all right. It turned out all right. It's good practice. I think normally I would probably stick to my normal process, Illustrator and Photoshop. But it's the kind of thing that with an iPad you can take it on the go. You can go anywhere, and you can start things in Photoshop, and then I could pick it up on the sofa, do some more work on it, use all the crazy tools in Fresco, and then go back on the computer later on. So it just that gets me up and out of the chair and the desk, and I can just sometimes sit on the sofa with some headphones. Next time on Canvas. Oh goodness, what real Canvas? There's no edit undo, no Control S to save your file. Couldn't imagine doing that. Oh my goodness, I'm so tired. Right. Any questions before we wrap up? Because I'm gonna go to bed soon. I'm flipping knackered.
No, you're not.
Oh no, I think I am, Pops.
Really?
I'm so tired. I know it's like not even late really.
No.
I've probably got another hour in me. Solid hour. Oh, this is cool watching the process. I'm just skimming through the screen recording. Yeah, that'll be. Yeah, it's all right. It's okay. I like that. Better basso. Dee. He looks kind of tired. What, me or the Bulbasaur? I'm absolutely hammered. Hammered? Hanging. I'm not hammered. I'm definitely not hammered, but I am hanging. You might say I've been burning the candle at both ends, Andrea. Just not getting as much sleep. Me, yeah. No, Bulbasaur looks fine. But it's good. I've been like really productive. Just exhausted. Although I got to go shooting yesterday, which was fun, and shot my rifle in like 2 months. So that was amazing to just go out to the range in this massive open field and put some lead down range. Yeah, it's flipping brilliant. Oh, honestly, it's the most relaxing thing in the world, going out into just the middle of nowhere into a field where I shoot at a club, and you just get to have a cup of tea or coffee, metal targets, just best thing in the world. No, Psyduck is actually really good. Psyduck comes across like a bit of a buffoon and like has a few like water abilities, but then when he learns like psychic stuff, Psyduck is actually really good, and he evolves into Golduck. And so he starts off with water, and then when he learns psychic stuff, he's a force to be reckoned with. I mean, it could have been worse. You could have got a Magikarp, so. Right. I'm going to go. Thank you very much for joining this random late night stream. I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, I'm sure I'll see you in the Discord in like 5 minutes. Oh my goodness, where did that 2 hours go? I have absolutely no idea. Whew. Ciao.